Now, since our next stage here deals more with tricky platforming than it would crowd control, I think this is the perfect opportunity to bring in our first unlockable character. So, you know what they say, let's roll. I don't think this stage is going to be that bad, but we'll see. Now, you might be wondering if that means I game over or not after looking at that last bit of footage there. The answer would be no, but that's only because I went and minimized the game window to see if OBS was still recording. It was, but the thing is, when I minimize the game window, at least on my computer, I'm unable to restore it. I crashed the game. Oops! So yeah, we're kind of having an F5 on the Master of the F5 stage here with Tornado Man. Pretty good song. It's not a bad stage, but yeah, for the most part, you saw my big problem with this one. It's these Dr. Mario screw spinning platform things. I always love jumping on them, and I almost came up short on that time. Did not do that in either of my tries early on in the stage. And I say early on in the stage because you saw that my first death in that little montage of failure came just up ahead. In that run, I did not use my special weapons much at all, so I figured I'd give that a shot. Gotta get rid of that balloon guy. But yeah, right here, I know the spinning or the spinning wheel there is going around that platform, but I just didn't see where the first platform ended. Now if you look here, the bottom right of the screen, do you see that hole? Yeah, I can't believe I missed that again, because I saw that my first time through the stage, and then I figured, okay, I'll get there, I'll make it on the redo. But because I took a break between when I recorded take one and this one, nope, not gonna happen. Oh well, we get to ride this little elevator reminiscent of Mega Man 10, another good game. I believe that was in Wily 3 if I'm not mistaken. Now this part tries to trick you because there's no reason whatsoever to get on that platform and shoot that face turret thing. Nope. Uh-oh. Now that we're outside and there's rain, that means we got a wind gimmick going. Gotta be real careful here, because every time you hop straight up, you're gonna go moving forward. You better believe later on in the level we're gonna have the wind going in our face, making it harder. Those two jumps scared the heck out of me every time I did them, but somehow we were able to make it through. This part, once again, be careful, because you will go forward every time you jump. And sure enough, this told me about the split path. I was darn sure this was going to be for a letter, and sure enough, it is. Also that D letter plate. Combine that with the N one we got, and I've already got a good suspicion of what we're trying to spell out here. Y'all just keep your eyes glued to the action. We'll come to it eventually. Got one more elevator ride. We're at the checkpoint here, so anytime I screwed up in this last bit coming up here, yeah, this is where I'd have to redo this whole thing over and over. So I got very used to doing this part. Always got hit by that first turret, though. Always. Now, Roll herself, again, she can only shoot one bullet out of her gun, so if you're wondering why I'm not rapid-firing, that's why. It does do more damage than a Mega Buster or Proto Buster shot, but yeah, it's not very good unless it's just one-on-one fighting. That part scared the heck out of me all the time, too, and I don't know why. But yeah, the whole one bullet thing for her gun, not good if you can't shoot the little pippy bird eggs here. And sure enough, I have issues with that. But that's more because I'm worried about this segment, because this is where the wind's pushing us back every time we jump, and I do not feel confident unless I'm on the very right edge of one of these platforms. And I struggle mightily with doing this for some reason. It's like a real-life version of pat your head and rub your tummy, except, yeah, you gotta make sure you make those jumps. Barely landed that one. I'm so glad these birds don't show up while you're trying to do the screwed platforms. I mean, it makes sense that they don't. Oh boy, this is the one that you saw the first death on. This one throws me off so much because now they add in the spikes. Let's just make sure we double back and get that one up this time. But then let's make sure we ride this thing a little bit instead of trying to jump off the left side and land on a screw somehow. I don't know what I was thinking when I did that. If you mess up this jump, you have to either immediately transfer to the bottom, or you're going to get spiked. Needless to say, this part makes me very nervous. And we just barely saved ourselves. That was a miracle save. There was no planning or strategy there. Thank goodness, because guess what? That's the end of the level. Yeah, get in the door! Thank you. I think that was my reaction when this happened. But now we are going to fight a boss that I like fighting in Mega Man 9. But you know what? He's actually going to be easier in this game because we have a secret weapon, and that would be the slide. The one thing you have to watch out for is that dive bomb. Do not let him get you with that. I don't really care so much about the tornado. Well, now I do since I'm down to one hit. But every time I just stop shooting so I can slide out of the way. And guess what? We beat that stage without dying. Unless you count the 4 times I died in that little montage. Don't count that. Tornado Blow. If it works like it does in Mega Man 9, we're going to get some extra height for our jumps there. That's going to come in handy. Probably not next time, though, because y'all voted to take us out of the sky and go straight into the stars. Yeah, we got a space case on our hands, and I think I might try and bring along another bot for it, but I've got to unlock him first. You know who I'm talking about? Well, hopefully you do, because it's the only other bot that you really think would be a playable character in this game. Yep,